Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Twin Flicks, a film channel for film lovers like yourself. If you guys are new to this channel, we do honest, detailed reviews of Blu-ray releases, some that have newly come out, and also some reissued releases from places like Arrow Video, Millcreek Entertainment. And we also do some film topic videos as well. So if you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button, be part of the Twin Flicks family, and help support physical media. I'm going to start off first with some movies that are pretty bad. Really bad. Honestly, these movies are really just Lifetime movies, and you can tell by the artwork itself of how good these movies are. So first up, we have the Academy Award-winning cinematic classic, The Last Appeal. Honestly, guys, it had a good premise, it had a good story to it, and the acting is okay, but the execution of this movie, the dialogue is so bad. So that's The Last Appeal. All right, next up we have another movie. Now, when I first saw this, it reminded me of another movie that starred, I believe it starred Zac Efron. Yeah, that movie right there. But it's not. It is instead If You're Gone. This is another movie that's produced by the same company as The Last Appeal. The acting in this was a bit better, a little better than The Last Appeal. The directing was better, and the story, the way the movie was made, is better than I can stand watching this movie. I couldn't stand watching that movie. I was surprised it did have an anamorphic aspect ratio of 2.35 to 1, but I think that only matters to people like me. Anyways, guys, so this is really just a simple Lifetime movie that broke. Moving on. Next up, we had a movie that galloped our way into our studio here, and that is the horsey movie, Unbridled. Actually, guys, this was not a bad movie. I actually kind of dug it. It had a really good story to it. Eric Roberts stars in it. That's the only main actor that I actually knew who's in this. But the lead actress, Tay McKay, I believe is how you pronounce her name, she actually was not bad in it. She was actually pretty good. The story is good. The only problem I had with it is that it really did feel like, as with the last two, a Lifetime movie. But it felt like a really well done Lifetime movie. But is this worth picking up? Honestly, I wouldn't spend more than $10 on this. I mean, it's a nice little movie to have. I will say that I think that younger girls will probably really dig this movie. So it might be a nice little gift for them, maybe. Next up, we have a documentary style DVD that is complete opposite of this, and that is about serial killers. Becoming evil serial killers. I was actually really interested in watching. Now I don't really typically watch these type of documentaries because I just don't like getting into the mindset of these sick people, and I don't like dwelling on it. But I did watch the Ted Bundy Netflix documentary and the movie. So coming off of that, I was interested in watching this. I checked it out, and I actually really dug it. It was really well made. It runs them all down. It runs them down from the Golden Gate State Killer to the Night Stalker to Milwaukee Cannibal to Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, the Killer Clown. It goes even way back to H.H. Holmes. And little tidbit, Leonardo DiCaprio was originally set to play H.H. Holmes, but it also talks about Jeffrey Dahmer. Everyone you can think of, they talk about, and they have interviews with police detectives, psychologists, some survivors, family members. It talks about how they captured them, how they found them. So it's a good documentary series. It's 2 discs and runs about 6 hours and 30 minutes. Definitely worth picking up. Next up is a couple of war movies / documentaries. Now, full disclosure, guys, I am a sucker for war movies. I don't care what war movie it is, I will watch it. And documentaries especially, seeing what these guys had to go through during this just Unimaginable chaotic time. Unimaginable chaotic time. Unimaginable chaotic time. The first one that I really enjoyed, and that is the documentary of Black Hawk Down, the true story. If you guys haven't checked out the movie, definitely check out the movie. And then watch this documentary. It really goes hand in hand together. It's really interesting to watch Ridley Scott's fantastic movie and then compare it with the true story, what happened. This is a fantastic 2-hour documentary. It goes in, talks with the rescuers and the survivors and the family members and the community, war community of the soldiers. The true story is just incredible. Definitely worth picking up. Next up, we have, it says inspired by true events, so I don't know how much of it is actually true, and that is To Be a Soldier. It says here on the back, in 2014, 2 people were rescued from the border of Syria, presumed to be victims of ISIS terrorists, and this is their story. This, at first when I saw this, I wasn't sure if this is a documentary or a movie, and it is a movie, and actually it was fairly well done. I enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't anything, cinematically glorious or Academy Award winning or anything like that, but it was a good movie showing what these people had to go through. It's worth picking up. Next up, we have a 6-film Cold War movie collection. Cold War 6 films, and it includes Man on a String, The Deadly Affair, A Dandy in Aspect, Hammerhead, and The Executioner. Now, all these movies are from 1960 to 1970. I will say that they were all pretty well done. Like I said, I saw The Executioner, Hammerhead before, so I was already aware of those movies. The others I didn't, and they were good. They're all good. They're all theatrical movies produced by Columbia Pictures or Sony. And they're all in a 1.85 to 1 widescreen aspect ratio, and others are in a 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio. They're all in a mono to stereo audio mix, and I gotta say that the transfer video and audio quality on this was great. I was actually really impressed by what Millcreek did with these 6 movies. It's 6 movies on 2 discs. I will say, if you like war movies, if you're into war history, then yeah, definitely pick this guy up. Next 2 we have is Minutes to Midnight, and it's about the Cold War. And this is a documentary set up in different segments. I was surprised though how short the segments were. I think the shortest one is like 9 minutes and the longest one is 27 minutes. And it runs from the 1950s until the 1960s. Really good documentary. I really enjoyed it. Another one worth picking up. And finally, we have A Hero's Welcome. This is a 3-set documentary DVD. It includes Never Surrender, the Ed Ramsey story, Until They Are Home, and Return to Tara, the Leon Cooper story. The first 2 are in a 1.78 to 1 ratio, and the last one is a 1.33 to 1 ratio. But I just didn't. They looked okay. But just like I said before, if you're a history buff, it's worth checking out. Next up, we have, I love Westerns, and so I was happy to get this, the Roy Rogers 20 film collection. This is great. Again, it has 20 films. And if you don't know who Roy Rogers is, he was one of the ones that started it all with Western films and TV. I mean, it was great. And what's great about this is that the films were hand chosen by Roy Rogers Jr. And these were great going back. Millcreek did a great job at remastering these. It also includes a look at Roy's sidekicks, Roy Rogers biography, and a tour of Roy Rogers Museum hosted by his son. Guys, this is a great set. Definitely worth picking up. And lastly, we have another Western collection called Outlaws and Conmen, the 4-film collection. It comes with Django Shoots First, Django's Cut Price Corpses, or A Pistol for Django, Bad Man's River, and Sting of the West. I was disappointed though, because it didn't look very good. The video quality is not high. It's okay, it's fine for what it is, but overall I was kind of disappointed. I don't think this is Millcreek's fault though, because you are dealing with movies that are 40, 50, 60 years old, and some of them are pretty low budget, which means they had to use low budget film stock. So I can't really blame Millcreek for this transfer. You can definitely tell they did what they could. They did remaster in a 1.78:1 aspect ratio, which was nice. So it did fill your screen. It was 16:9, and it looked decent. It looked decent enough. I would say if you're a fan of the actors and if you're a fan of spaghetti western, it's worth picking up. All right, guys, and our last two DVD collections is from Lifetime, or I think they're from Lifetime. They should be, because they look like Lifetime movies, and that is Thrillers 4-in-1 collection. Just look at those movies. Yeah, guys, I honestly couldn't get through these. I couldn't get through these. I tried to get through these, and I couldn't. As far as the video and audio quality, it's fine. I mean, it is in a 1.78:1 aspect ratio, so it does fill your screen, and it is in a 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound, so it's fine. It's fine. All right, next up that I was happy about and had a lot of fun watching, and it is Apocalypse, the 4-in-1 DVD collection. It comes with Arachnoquake, Miami Magma, Weather Wars, and Ghostquake. Yeah, guys, these are just, I mean, if you like movies like Sharknado, stuff like that, you're gonna love these. I mean, these are just sci-fi original type movies. They're a lot of fun to watch. It is in a 1.78:1 aspect ratio, fills your screen 16:9, and the first movies, Ghostquake, Weather Wars, are in a 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound. Arachnoquake and Miami Magma are just in Dolby Stereo 2.0. It sounds good, and the video quality is good. Like I said, if you're into these type of movies, these are definitely worth picking up. And lastly, we have The Adventures of Robin Hood, the complete series. Don't let it fool you, because I was fooled. I was thinking this was the complete series from the New Adventures of Robin Hood that was released a few years ago. But no, this is from 1955 until 1960. It has all 4 seasons and 143 episodes. I was actually really surprised by this. Millcreek Entertainment did put some effort into this. It's still in its original televised aspect ratio of 4:3 or 1.33:1. And of course, it's in black and white, being made in the 50s and 60s. It had some nice contrast and grayscale with the black and white video. The audio is in mono 1.0, and it sounds good. Dialogue is real crisp and clear. So yeah, I was really happy with this, and this is definitely worth picking up as well. And next up, I actually received this morning, and it is News Radio. It was great looking back at this series. I did watch all 5 seasons, and it looks decent. It looks fine. It brought me back in the day in the 90s when you watched sitcoms on TV. So it kind of gave a really cool nostalgic feel to it. The audio was good. You heard everything. The dialogue was really crisp and clear. It was good. And I definitely recommend buying this, especially for the price tag of, I think you can buy it on Amazon for $18 or on Millcreek for $20. Yeah, worth checking out. All right, guys, well, that's our reviews for the couple stacks of DVDs. Like I said, I just did a quick rundown. A couple of them I did want to talk a little bit more about. Overall, most of these I would say they're definitely worth picking up. I want to thank Millcreek Entertainment for supplying us with these DVDs, letting us review them, and letting you guys know if it's worth shelling out your hard-earned money to pick up. And for the majority, it is. And guys, I want to thank all of you guys out there especially for supporting our channel here, for commenting, liking, subscribing, and it truly means a lot to us of how you guys are supporting this channel. As always, guys, stay tuned for more Blu-ray and DVD reviews upcoming. I have some new Blu-ray reviews from Millcreek Entertainment, Ghost of Mars, Eyes of Laura Mars, and Anaconda. So watch out for those Blu-ray reviews and let you guys know if Millcreek put effort into these Blu-rays and how the quality of the Blu-ray looks, and if it's worth shelling out your money to pick up. As always, guys, once again, thanks to Millcreek Entertainment, and thanks to all of you guys out there, and I'll see you in the future.